4 refers to the group of 4 modern cricketing players in Test cricket, namely Virat Kohli from India, Steve Smith from Australia, Joe Root from England, and Kane Williamson from New Zealand. These players are considered the finest Test batsmen of their era. They have consistently delivered outstanding performances. So let's dive deep into a detailed comparison of these players across different facets of Test cricket. In this video, we are going to take a deep dive into the careers of these 4 modern cricket Fab 4: Kohli, Steven Smith, Joe Root and Kane Williamson. They have dominated the Test cricket arena for over a decade, but how do they compare in terms of stats, performances and leadership? We break down in this video. We are going to compare batting averages and total runs in tests. We are going to compare their home and away performances across different conditions, their consistency against top teams like Australia, England and India, how impactful their innings have been in tough conditions around the world, and also their leadership impact, their influence as captains for their respective nations. So buckle up, whether you are a die-hard cricket fan or just curious about the ongoing debate of who is the best among the Fab 4. This video will give you all the insights and analysis that you need. Make sure to like, share and subscribe for more such analysis and content. And also do let us know in the comments who you think is the best among the Fab 4 and why. So we are going to have a look at their batting averages and total runs. This data is collected as of 2023. We look at Virat Kohli. He has played 111 matches, 187 innings. He has scored 8,676 runs at an average of 49.29, which is a remarkable average in Test cricket. But if we compare his average with the average of Steven Smith or Kane Williamson, so Kane Williamson and Steven Smith, they have shown a bit more consistency in Test cricket and hence they have a better scoring average than Virat Kohli. Joe Root has been scoring a lot of centuries of late. Actually in 2024 the number of centuries for Joe Root is 34. This data is still 2023, hence here 30 centuries have been taken for Joe Root. Joe Root also has been successfully climbing the ladder for Test cricket. He has been increasing his runs and his average, and he is right on the heels of Sachin Tendulkar to become the player with the highest runs in Test cricket. So here is the statistical analysis, the batting averages and total runs of the Fab 4 batsmen. From here we can't figure out much because some have played more matches, some have played less matches. So we are going to dive a bit more deeper into this, and we are going to now have a look at the home and away performance of the Fab 4. If we look at the home and away performance, Virat Kohli has been outstanding in Indian conditions. His home average is 58.8, which is remarkable, and his away average is 42.03. Steven Smith has been remarkable both at home and away from home. His home average of 63.94 is just unbelievable, especially in the steamy Australian conditions. He also has a great away average of 55.72. Joe Root has a pretty similar home and away average, which pretty much indicates his consistency across the board. Kane Williamson is also very good at his home, an average of 59.62, his away averages of 47.44, which also demonstrates his consistency across different conditions and in different countries. Next we are going to look at how the Fab 4 performances have been against the top teams. If we look at against Australia, Kohli has a very impressive average. In fact, out of the other batsmen amongst the Fab 4, he has the best average against Australia. His average is 48 plus against Australia. Root has not been great in the Ashes and he is averaging in the low 40s against Australia. Kane Williamson averages at around 43 against Australia, but he has also not been as dominant as the others, but he has still been a bit dependable. If we look at against England, so Virat Kohli, he initially struggled in England, but after a poor 2014 tour, he has averaged over 50 in the 2018 series. Steven Smith has dominated England in Ashes and his average is above 60 against England. Williamson, he averages around 40 and he has not been as dominant as Smith or Kohli against the English bowling lineup. Next we compare them against India. Smith has absolutely dominated against India. His averages are over 65 and he has been a dominant force against the Indian bowlers. Joe Root is also a solid player against India. He has been solid with some outstanding knocks. He has averages over 50 in test cricket against India. Williamson again he has been average against India. He averages 42 but he has played some key innings against India. Next we are going to compare their consistency in tough conditions. So Virat Kohli, he has some of his notable performances in Australia where subcontinent players often struggle. His hundreds in Adelaide, Perth and Melbourne remain iconic. His struggles in England during the 2014 tour and then comeback in 2018 cemented his reputation as a versatile player. Steven Smith has been a run machine in almost every condition. He averages over 60 in places like England, South Africa and India where it's a bit difficult for foreign batsmen to adapt and play. But he adapts effortlessly to both seaming and spinning conditions. Joe Root's strength is his consistency in all formats. While he is not as dominant as Smith in seaming conditions, his average against pace and spin holds him as a strong candidate across all the conditions. Kane Williamson has flourished on tough batting tracks in New Zealand and also shown solid performances in the subcontinent. While he is not as aggressive as the others, his technique and patience make him very reliable in tough conditions. Now we are going to very importantly measure the leadership impact of Fab 4. So Virat Kohli between 2014 to 2022, his achievements as the leader of the Indian cricket team are tremendous. Under Kohli, India became the #1 test team and held that position for several years. His aggressive style and focus on fitness transformed India into a dominant force, especially in test cricket. His notable series wins are back-to-back test series wins in Australia 2018-19 and 2020-21, which absolutely cemented his legacy as one of the greatest test captains for India. His leadership style was marked by aggression and an unrelenting pursuit of victory. His desire to push his team to be fitter and more focused is seen as one of his lasting legacies. Steven Smith captained the Australian cricket team between 2014 to 2018. Smith had a relatively short captaincy stint, but he led Australia with distinction, especially in the Ashes series. His captaincy was cut short due to the ball tampering scandal in 2018 against South Africa. He was dominant in the 2017-18 Ashes series against England. He has been more of a run machine than a tactical genius, and his captaincy was functional but largely overshadowed by his individual brilliance with the bat. Joe Root has led England between 2017 to 2022. He led in the Ashes, but his captaincy faced criticism for inconsistency. Despite his strong personal form, England struggled with test presence, and particularly in the latter years of his tenure, which led to the birth of the pass ball. One of his most notable series wins was the 2021 series win in Sri Lanka, which was one of the most difficult places that the English team has always found out to be. He was more of a calm and composed leader and was often seen trying to lead by example. While not as aggressive as Kohli, his leadership was built around teamwork and technical excellence. Kane Williamson has captained New Zealand from 2016. He led New Zealand to their first ever ICC World Test Championship title in 2021, which was arguably New Zealand's greatest achievement in Test cricket. He won that final in 2021 against India. He is known for his calm, calculated leadership. He is often compared to former New Zealand captain Stephen Fleming for his strategic acumen and ability to extract maximum performance from his players. Just to add as a side note, he also led New Zealand to the finals of the 2019 ICC 50 overs World Cup. And oh man, what a final that was. Though New Zealand lost out in the super over, but that was a great final, and Kane Williamson totally demonstrated his great leadership quality throughout the entire World Cup. Next, we are going to mention some of the strengths of Fab 4. The biggest strength of Virat Kohli is his chasing ability. He is arguably the best chaser in modern cricket, especially in pressure situations. He is very aggressive and filled with passion. His desire to win drives both his personal performances and team motivation. And he has also been a fitness revelation for the Indian cricket team and has led to the fitness transformation for some of the iconic Indian players. Steven Smith is more known for his consistency. His unique technique has led to astonishing consistency in Test cricket. He averages over 15 almost every major cricketing nation, and he is known for long innings and match-winning efforts under pressure. Joe Root is perhaps the most versatile of the Fab 4. He has excelled in all formats of the game. He is particularly good against spin bowling, which makes him effective in the subcontinent conditions. Despite England's ups and downs, Root's individual form has remained exceptional. Kane Williamson, his technique and temperament are his strengths. He is also known for his calm, composed approach both with the bat and in leadership. Consistency in tough conditions is also one of the strengths of Kane Williamson. He has played some of his best innings on typical New Zealand traps. So to conclude, I would say that each member of the Fab 4 brings unique strengths to the table. Steven Smith edges out the others in terms of consistency and average, while Joe Root has scored the most runs, and in 2024 he has also surpassed Steven Smith as the guy with most centuries amongst the Fab 4. Virat Kohli will stand out because of his aggression both in batting and leadership, and Kane Williamson is lauded for his technique and calm demeanor under pressure. Together they represent the golden generation of modern Test cricket. So I would say that all four are tremendous in their own ways. Though some of us might have a certain favorite, some of us might have a different one as the favorite, but all these four cricketers are to be lauded as the greats who have taken the game to a different dimension. That's it from today's video. I hope that you liked the content. Make sure to like, share and subscribe for more cricket analysis and content.